Hello, how are you doing today? I'd like to share with you from the Bible about the story of a woman who maintained good attitude even in times of crisis and uncertainties. It is crucial and important for your well-being to have a good attitude in whatever circumstance you may be dealing with. I would have loved to read much, but I'm not going to read much. I'm just going to tell you more, but just read a few. So from 1 Samuel chapter 1, I'll read verse 13. And Hannah, she spake in her heart, only her lips moved, but her voice was not heard. Therefore Eli thought she had been drunken. And Eli said unto her, How long wilt thou be drunken? Put away thy wine from thee. And Hannah answered and said, No, my Lord, no, sir. I am a woman of a sorrowful spirit. I have drunk neither wine nor strong drink, but I have poured out my soul before the Lord. Count not thy handmaiden for a daughter of Belial, but out of the abundance of my complaint and grief have I spoken thereunto. Then Eli answered and said to her, Go in peace, and the God of Israel grant thee thy petition that thou hast asked him. So for those of you that do not know the background of this story, Hannah was the second wife of Elkanah. He had two wives. And his first wife had many children, but Hannah was barren. According to their tradition, they will go to Shiloh every year to go and pray and worship. So this day they went again. And after all the ceremony, Hannah waited behind, knelt down, started to pray. She was pouring out her heart, the bitterness of her heart. She was grieving. She was pouring it out before the Lord. She was praying, but her voice was not heard. Eli, the priest, from where he was sitting afar off, saw her as she was speaking, and he couldn't hear her voice. And he assumed that she was drunken. And he came to her, Why are you drunk, you woman? And look at the response of Hannah. That's where I want you to look at. Instead of Hannah lashing out and say, Oh, you're supposed to be a priest. You're supposed to know better. Why are you accusing me of drunkenness this morning? Who are you after all? You need to find another job. You don't know what you're doing. That's not what she did. What did she do? She was calm. She had self-control. That is what to have during crisis and uncertainties. Self-control, calmness, ability to be patient. That's what she had. She spoke calmly. She said, Count not thy handmaiden for a daughter of Belial. You see, out of the abundance of my grief, she had grief. She was grieving. She was depressed. But out of all of that, she was calm. She was collected. She was respectful. She had self-control. That's the woman that she was. She said, Hannah answered and said, No, sir. No, sir. She didn't say, Oh, you this, you that. Use all the negative words and curses. That's not what she did. In times of crisis and uncertainties, she calmed down. And guess what? At the end of it, because of her attitude, her right attitude, guess what the response of Eli was? And the Bible said, Then Eli answered and said, Go in peace, and may the God of Israel grant thy petition that thou hast asked him. He prayed for her. He blessed her. And if you read the story to the end, that same year, Anna conceived and bore Samuel. That is the message for you today. In times of crisis and uncertainty, that's not a time for negative attitude. People may come at you in a negative way, but you will have to choose to have self-control, be respectful, be kind, be nice, so that you can get goodwill and not people adding curses to the situation that you are in. I am the author of Mental Well-Being During Crisis and Uncertainties. I encourage you to order this book. It's on Amazon. Thank you and have a great day.